Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here, and welcome back to the Labyrinth. So, I've got another poetry reading for you guys, and without further ado, let's get into it. But before we begin, actually, if you haven't already, check out Nigel Dixie's Tales from the Labyrinth episode 32 that we did last week. But, yeah, so let's get right into it. So, this first one is called Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty, lovely to look at, warm, inviting, soothes the senses, soothes the soul. The cure to heartbreak, the cure to anger, God's greatest gift to mankind. Beast, horrid, evil, quick to anger, screams and kills in the night. Humanity's burden, but beauty relies on the beast. The beast adores beauty. The yin yang, light with dark, dark with light. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. And this is not in regards to the movie, it's just named after the movie, but, yeah, so pretty much we see the dynamic here of the beauty being this, like, very beautiful, obviously, and very, like, warm kindness and everything, pretty much representing, like, kindness and the good in mankind, but the beast representing, like, anger and not necessarily evil, but, like, aggression and stuff like that, and them coexisting, having a sort of, like, symbiotic relationship here. And I think this is the story that the movie tried to tell as well, where the beast becomes more kind-hearted to everything because of Belle, well, aka the beauty. So, seeing that dynamic here, I believe it is one of the main things that influenced my poem here, and excuse me, and it's a good dynamic, I think, because oftentimes you can find the good in the bad, and then sometimes you need to be not aggressive but assertive, and sometimes you need to chill out, and so seeing this dynamic here and how they play off each other, I think really works, at least in the case of this poem. But next thing we're going to talk, or next poem I should say, sorry, I just finished filming System Shock Radio, obviously, which should be up soon. But this next one is called Steel. Heed my warning. The same steel that slays enemies and causes destruction can also be a foundation and build things up. So, the steel, in this case, has two purposes, at least the steel I'm talking about here, which is like, the metal and everything. It can be used for attacking and pretty much letting out aggression and stuff like that. There's that word again, aggression. But it can also be used to build things up. It can be used to keep things sturdy, to provide foundation and stuff like that. So, and the steel is supposed to be, however you use it, that's what the steel's purpose is. So, another dynamic here, which sort of contrasts, but it also come together in a way. And this last one is called Tamer and Hawk, and this is by Tom Gunn. I believe I'm pronouncing that name right. I thought I was so tough, but gentle that your hands cannot be quick enough to fly for you and show that when I go at your commands. Even in flight above, I am no longer free. You sealed me with your love. I am blind to other birds. The habit of your words has hooded me. As formerly, I wheel, I hover and I twist, but only want the feel in my possessive thoughts of catcher and of caught upon your wrist. You but half civilized, taming me in this way. Through having only eyes for you, I fear to lose. I lose to keep and choose tamer as prey. So, very interesting dynamic here, placed by Tom. A lot of dynamics in this episode of Tales from the Labyrinth. A lot of conflicting dynamic poems where we see this big bold thing, this big bold aggressive thing being the hawk being tamed and pretty much being softened, and by, I'm guessing, the love interest here. I could be wrong about that, but it chooses Tamer as its prey because hawks over prey and everything, but it looks like whatever this outside force is affecting the hawk in this poem, that looks like this is from the perspective of seems to be taming it and everything and making it less aggressive and things like that. And so, another very interesting dynamic, almost conflicting, but it works, I feel like, in the case of this poem. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do me a favor, like the video, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on bell notifications so you know every time I upload, so you can see the video as soon as it drops, and I will see you guys later. Share it with your friends as well. I will see you guys later. Peace.